Hey everyone! Today we're going back in time to when parties were awesome, the Elizabethan era. Get ready to learn about huge celebrations, tons of food and crazy dancing. Elizabethan festivals were like the Super Bowl, Thanksgiving and New Year's Eve all at once. They lasted for weeks, not just one day. It was like a giant block party that went on for a month and everyone was invited. So if you're tired of boring holidays, get ready to party like it's 1599. We're going to explore the best Elizabethan festivals, from May Day fun to a 12-day Christmas bash. Don't forget to be awesome. First we have May Day, the big spring celebration. It's a day that marks the arrival of spring, a time when nature awakens from its winter slumber. The air is filled with the sweet scent of blooming flowers, and the sound of birds chirping happily. It's a day when communities come together to celebrate the beauty of nature and the joy of life. Imagine this. It's May 1st, birds are singing, flowers are blooming, and everyone's in the town square. The atmosphere is electric with excitement. People of all ages are gathered, dressed in their finest spring attire, ready to partake in the festivities. The town square is adorned with colorful decorations and the air is filled with laughter and music. There's a giant pole in the middle. This isn't just any pole, it's the maypole, a symbol of fertility and new beginnings. It's decorated with vibrant ribbons that flutter in the breeze, inviting everyone to join in the dance. No, not that kind of pole. This is a family-friendly event after all. The maypole is a tradition that dates back centuries, and it's all about community and celebration. This is a maypole, and everyone dances around it, weaving in and out with ribbons. The dance is a beautiful, coordinated effort that creates intricate patterns with the ribbons. It's a sight to behold, and it's a lot of fun to participate in. It's a giant fun mess. But that's part of the charm. The dance is a bit chaotic, but it's all in good spirits. People are laughing, cheering, and enjoying the moment. Think of it like a human game of Twister, but with more dancing, and lots of food. The festival is not just about dancing, it's also a feast for the senses. There are stalls selling delicious food, and the aroma of roasted meats and fresh bread fills the air. Roasted meats, fresh bread, and tons of ale. The food is hearty and plentiful, perfect for fueling a day of dancing and celebration. People gather around long tables sharing meals and stories, creating a sense of community and togetherness. May Day was about celebrating new life and being happy about surviving winter. It was a time to give thanks for the end of the harsh winter months, and to welcome the warmth and growth of spring. The celebration was a way to honor the cycles of nature, and to express gratitude for the abundance of the earth. It was a time for everyone to get together, dance, and eat tons of food. The festival brought people together, strengthening bonds and fostering a sense of unity. It was a joyous occasion that everyone looked forward to each year. And if you like someone, the maypole was a good way to get close to them. The dance provided an opportunity for people to interact and connect. It was a playful and light-hearted way to express affection and to build relationships. Just don't trip on the ribbons. The dance could get a bit tricky, and it wasn't uncommon for someone to get tangled up. But that was all part of the fun. The occasional mishap only added to the laughter and enjoyment of the day. Now, you might be thinking, John, I live in an apartment. Where can I find a giant pole? First, it's Mr. Green. Second, be creative. You don't need a town square or a giant pole to celebrate May Day. The spirit of the festival can be brought to life anywhere. Grab a broom handle, some streamers, and invite your friends over for a party. You can create your own mini maypole right in your living room. The important thing is to have fun and to celebrate the arrival of spring with the people you care about. You might not have a town square, but your living room will do. With a little creativity and a lot of enthusiasm, you can bring the joy and spirit of May Day into your home. So, gather your friends, put on some music, and dance around your makeshift maypole. Celebrate the beauty of spring and the joy of being together. Next, let's jump to January 6th for the Feast of Epiphany. You might be thinking, January, after the holidays? Elizabethans love to party, and they didn't let winter stop them. Epiphany celebrates the three wise men visiting baby Jesus, but the best part was the king cake. This wasn't a normal cake, it had a hidden bean or trinket inside. Whoever found it became king or queen for the day. I can just imagine someone choking on the bean and suddenly becoming royalty. But it wasn't just about the cake. Epiphany was also for gifts, singing, and more holiday fun. No one wants to take down decorations in January anyway. Today, finding a bean might mean a trip to the dentist, not a crown. But you can still have your own Epiphany party. Bake a cake, hide a trinket, no beans, and let the fun begin. Just warn people about choking hazards. Safety first. Chapter 3, Midsummer Day, bonfires, silly choices, and maybe some magic. This chapter is all about the magic and mystery that surrounds one of the most enchanting nights of the year. So, buckle up and get ready for a journey through time and tradition. Get ready, because things are about to get exciting. Midsummer Day is not just any day, it's a celebration that has been cherished for centuries. People from all walks of life come together to honor the longest day of the year, with festivities that last well into the night. It's Midsummer Day, June 24th, the longest day of the year, and a great reason to party all night. The sun barely sets, giving everyone more time to enjoy the festivities. Imagine a day where the sun seems to hang in the sky, reluctant to leave, casting a golden glow over everything. Imagine the sun is setting and you're with friends smelling roasting meat and something magical. The air is filled with laughter, music, and the tantalizing aroma of food being cooked over open flames. It's a sensory overload in the best possible way. Midsummer Day was when people believed the magical world was closest to ours. Folklore and legends tell of a time when the veil between our world and the mystical realm is at its thinnest. It's a night where anything seems possible, and magic feels just a heartbeat away. So, it was a good time for some mystical fun. People would engage in various activities that they believed would bring them closer to the magical world. From dancing around bonfires to participating in ancient rituals, the night was filled with enchantment. People lit bonfires to scare away bad spirits and get good luck. The flames were believed to have protective powers, warding off evil and bringing good fortune to those who danced around them. It was a night of both celebration and superstition. It was like a giant outdoor party but with torches instead of glow sticks, and maybe you'd see a fairy. The atmosphere was electric, with everyone caught up in the magic of the night. The flickering torchlight added an otherworldly glow, making it easy to believe in the impossible. Midsummer Night was also for romance. The long, warm night provided the perfect backdrop for love to blossom. Couples would steal away into the shadows, whispering sweet nothings and making promises under the stars. People would use the darkness, and maybe some drinks, to talk to their crushes. The night offered a sense of anonymity and freedom, allowing people to express their feelings more openly. It was a time for bold declarations and secret rendezvous. It was like a play, but hopefully with fewer donkeys turning into people. The night was filled with performances and storytelling, adding to the sense of wonder and magic. It was a time when reality and fantasy blurred, creating a truly unforgettable experience. Don't go starting a bonfire in your backyard. Check the rules first. Safety is always a priority, so make sure to follow local regulations if you plan to celebrate. But don't let that stop you from getting into the midsummer spirit. But you can still have a midsummer party. Gather your friends and family, and create your own magical night. Decorate your space with lights and flowers, and set the stage for an evening of enchantment. Decorate with lights, make summer drinks, and tell spooky stories. The key is to create an atmosphere that feels both festive and mysterious. Mix up some refreshing summer cocktails and let the stories flow as freely as the drinks. Maybe you'll see a magical creature. Who knows what the night might bring? Keep your eyes open and your imagination wide, and you might just catch a glimpse of something extraordinary. Or, your neighbor's cat. Even if you don't encounter any fairies or mystical beings, the night will still be filled with magic and wonder. So, embrace the spirit of midsummer and let the enchantment of the night sweep you away. Chapter 4, Harvest Festivals, Food, Fun, and Saying Thanks. No turkeys needed. Let's talk about food. Lots and lots of food. It's Harvest Festival like Thanksgiving, but with more dancing and less family drama. Imagine, it's September, the fields are full of food and everyone's happy. There were feasts that would make Thanksgiving dinner look tiny. Roasted meats, fresh bread, fruits, vegetables, and tons of ale. But it wasn't just about eating. Harvest festivals were about giving thanks for the year's food. They danced, sang, and celebrated not starving, which was a big deal back then. And the best part? No awkward family dinners or arguments, just celebrating. You might not have a field of crops, but you can still have a harvest feast. Invite friends, ask everyone to bring a dish, and celebrate the good things. If you want to be like the Elizabethans, try some old recipes, learn a song, or even try a jig. Just don't spill your drink. Chapter 5, Christmas Season, 12 Days of Fun, and maybe some pranks. Finally, the biggest holiday, Christmas. But for the Elizabethans, it wasn't just a single day of celebration. They celebrated Christmas for 12 whole days, starting from December 25th and ending on January 6th, also known as Epiphany. During these 12 days, the entire village would be adorned with festive decorations, and the air would be filled with the sounds of carolers and merrymakers. From December 25th to January 6th, Epiphany, it was a non-stop party. Imagine a world where the holiday spirit didn't end after just one day. Decorations would stay up for weeks, and every day brought a new reason to celebrate. There was constant singing, dancing, and feasting. Huge feasts were a staple of the season, with tables laden with roasted meats, pies, and sweets. Bonfires would light up the night, and mistletoe hung in every doorway. But Christmas wasn't just about parties, it was also a deeply religious time, with church services, caroling, and nativity plays that retold the story of Jesus' birth. These plays were a significant part of the celebrations, bringing the community together to reflect on the spiritual meaning of the holiday. And of course, there were pranks. One of the most unique aspects of Elizabethan Christmas was the Lord of Misrule. This person was chosen to lead the festivities and ensure that everyone had a good time. The Lord of Misrule was like a crazy uncle at a wedding, but with more power and much fancier clothes. They were responsible for making everything silly and fun. With jokes, games, and general mayhem, the Lord of Misrule turned the holiday season into a time of laughter and joy. It was a time to forget the usual rules and just have fun. The spirit of mischief was embraced, and everyone joined in the revelry. So, while you might not want to make your own uncle the Lord of Misrule, you can still capture some of that Elizabethan spirit in your own celebrations. Have a singing party with friends and family, decorate your home with greenery, and maybe even try your hand at making a traditional figgy pudding. Just remember to skip the sheep's stomach. Embrace the joy, the laughter, and the sense of community that made Elizabethan Christmas so special. Outro party like it's $15.99, so there you have it. A tour of the best Elizabethan festivals. From May Day to Christmas, these were times to get together, have fun, and celebrate good things. Even though we don't have maypoles and Lords of Misrule anymore, we can still learn from the Elizabethans. When life is boring, remember their fun festivals. Throw a party, bake a cake, dance like no one's watching. Life's too short to be boring. Don't forget to be awesome.